Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl, B, Tina B. Hey, and how you doing today? What's going on with the goings on, y'all? So good. Look, I zhuzhed up tonight. Okay, how you like the zhuzh? She's zhuzhing, baby. Oh, oops, I did it again. How you doing? Welcome to the B Tina B show. How was your day? Come on in. Come on in. We've been waiting on you. Come on in. We've been waiting on you. Come on in. It is so good to have you here tonight. Thank you for watching the B Tina B show. Come on in. Say hey, drop in the comments where you are right now. I'm right here in the 336, that's North Carolina. High Point, the furniture capital of the world, a city that I love, and I think you will love it too. Come on in, come on in. Tonight is a great night. It's a great night to be to be with me tonight. Come on in, come on in, come on in. I have a very great friend that I can get to share with you some of the great things that she is doing on tonight. And I cannot wait to expose you to this vessel. Honey, she is some kind of wonderful. That's the way I feel about it. So come on in. Come on in. I want you to say, hey, how you doing? How was your day? Okay, it's your girl B Tina B. Hey, hey. And there's always light if we're only brave enough to see it. If only we're brave enough to be it. And that's what we're talking about, faith in action on tonight. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you all none other than Miss Harriet Burnette. Come on, give it up, y'all. Hey,
Hello, hello,
hey,
hello.
Fabulosity.
How are you?
I am wonderful. I'm wonderful. How you doing?
I'm doing absolutely fantabulous.
Shorty is saying hello. Super excited.
Hi,
She
Sean.
She said, super excited for Harriet Burnett. Thanks for inviting me. Hi, baby. How are you, girl? Hey, love. Got some wonderful things going on. We're going to have to talk to you a little later on. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Come on, queen. I like to celebrate the queens. I like to celebrate the kings. I like to celebrate even the paupers because everybody has a little something to offer. Okay.
absolutely.
I have learned that when we begin to celebrate one another, please feel free to like and share the page. It means so much that you will take out time out of your day just to be with us on tonight. Hey, Alta,
Hey, girl.
got all
That's
these.
my dear friend. Yay.
Yes. I am so thankful for everybody that's coming in. Listen, y'all, I am appreciative of your time. I'm appreciative of your jumping in and just coming to hang out with us on tonight. How's your day today? Looking beautiful in that blue.
Girlfriend, my day has been amazing. Amazing. I woke up this morning.
That part.
Yeah,
Woke
yeah,
up
yeah.
this morning and feeling good,
And
feeling glad.
mm, it was, I didn't get my walk in today. But y'all know how I feel about my walk in. I'm going to take care of that. Okay. But other than that, it's a beautiful day. And I get to
It's
be up here with you.
Alta's shouting out. She said hello. I also see who is this coming in. I want to make sure. Yes, let's celebrate each other. Honey, let's celebrate each other. Can we do this,
Yes,
please? Can we celebrate each other? Honey, fix my crown when it's tilted. All right. I'm willing to help
indeed.
you hold yours up. Hi, Dolores. Thank you. Welcome for coming in on today. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Have some great.
That's
I
my
have this.
mom. You see
Is
Dolores?
that your mom?
That mommy.
Hey, Miss Dolores. Hey, Miss Dolores. You have raised such a beautiful woman of God. Oh my God. She is so, I mean, when I tell you she is some kind of special. And I want to thank you. I got messages popping up and coming through, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. Yeah, so I'm so excited. I'm so excited myself. Hey Peggy, how are you? Hey, all these queens on the line tonight. Oh, yes, yes, yes. So I'm excited to bring to you this vessel, this
Can you
woman.
hear me?
I can't hear you. Can
Okay,
you hear me?
I made a boo boo and had the TV on.
Okay.
Can I run and turn it down right quick?
Absolutely. They waiting. Look, everybody waiting to come talk to you
Hold
anyway.
on.
Come on, honey. Come on. Oh, did I make too much noise? Trying to get that potassium up, y'all. OJ.
I'm back.
Pineapple, banana, and orange by Dole. So welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. And as I said, one of the things that I love and I just simply enjoy doing is celebrating other people and their successes and allowing the world to know that there are such dynamic gifts out here in all different types of vessels, all different colors, all different states. And when I come across them, I get excited, especially when I see that there are walking in their dreams and taking those leaps of faith, either on purpose or accidentally, or was it all in God's plan?
That
Okay.
right there.
You want to talk about faith? We don't know from day to day which way we're going to go. And sometimes our plans and what God has in store for us are two totally different things. And isn't she beautiful? She's beautiful, Miss Dolores. I completely agree. Completely
Mom's
agree.
gonna make me cry. Don't do that. Don't do that.
So this young lady, I'm excited because you have so much going on. I was trying to juggle to see which way to go, and I'm like, we met. Shoot, her what 5, 7? How long has it been?
5, 6, 7 years ago.
About 6, 7 years ago.
Yeah.
We're gonna shout out JoJo Gardner.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. G Hop actors. Yes, I gotta shout them out. I gotta shout them out because we were able to actually do a couple of things. I'm gonna throw something up, and I'm gonna see if you remember what this is and where this was from as we're engaging the audience. I'm gonna throw this up real quick and I'm gonna see if you remember.
Them church mamas was something. Mama was there.
Oh, I got so tickled. I got so tickled on that picture because what?
Them church mamas.
We was stepping and everything.
They'd have threw us out of church.
Yes, the monologues. There was a wait a minute. What did you play? Which you was okay? I played grandma. You were who?
I was Benji, Mother Benji girl.
Mother Benji. Mother Benji.
Yeah.
Mother Benji. Yes. And so it's so awesome knowing that not only are you walking in your dreams and things like that, but you're about to retire from work next year and you ain't nowhere close to 65. Come on. Look. Oh, and pose. And pose. Come on. Come on. Now
Yes, God is good. God is good. God is good.
you were in the audience at night. Oh my God. Yeah, we cut up. We cut up, girl.
Mama.
We cut up. And that was Sharni saying that she was in the audience at night. Your mom said that she remembered it as well.
Yep.
We cut up some kind of that was just fun. It was fun, and it's just good to have fun and to loosen up. And again, once again, I like to welcome you all to Faith Talks. And sitting to the left, to the right of me at this time is actually none other than Miss Harriet Burnette, the singer, the model, the director, the producer, the woman that's about to retire and do whatever she desires. Can I get some snaps? Yes. Yes. Can I get some snaps? Yes. So one of the things that I have watched you do since I've met you, you have such a pure heart and you have such a loving heart. And I watched you go after, or when an opportunity presented itself, which one would it be? Would you go after, or did the opportunity present itself? Because let's take you back. Who was Harriet as a young child?
Uh, my mother probably could answer that. I have always been outgoing. Um, my mother can tell you, I've from the day I started walking, I've always been very outgoing, going after what I want, not afraid of nothing. She was more afraid for me than I was for myself as a young girl, and especially when I moved away from home and moved up north, it was like, oh my God, I think it scared her more than anything else. I was up there living the city life, catching the buses and the taxis and all by
Right.
myself. Um, just the person that never, uh, was afraid to take chances in life. Things that, um, a lot of things that's come across now. I never thought that I'd be doing, but I don't know what the word can't mean. I tried it.
Oh, come on. I love that. I don't know
I'm
what the
just
word
saying.
can't means. Yes. So most people know you back home as a vocalist extraordinaire.
Mm,
I remember talking to you when my daughter-in-law heard the video that you did. She said, "Oh, her voice is so soothing." What's going on, comedian Tasha Dindy?
Hey,
Hey,
Tasha.
baby. Miracles and blessings, love. Ain't got nothing but love for everybody's on the line and everybody that's still coming. Like, share, please. Like, share. I'm B Tina B. Hey, we talking to Harriet Burnette. So the vocalist. The vocalist. Come
Wow.
on. Okay, what was the first song you sung in church? Or was it church?
Ooh, wow, Mama, I don't know.
You need to bring mama on the line. Do I need to
The
send her a
first,
link?
no, you better not do that too. You better not do that too. Um, m- I don't know the first song that I sung in church. I just remember my mother singing all the time, and I just mimicked what she did pretty
Mm,
much. And my mother was in a group called the Spiritual Echoes, and I was a little singer with them, traveling the church to church singing. And I grew up in with the singing mom, and my grandmother sung a little bit too. So it was just a part of me. That was just always inside, you know. And I've loved singing, and I continue to do so. So I guess I can't remember the first song, but I just love singing. Thanks to mommy. Thank you, and God's gift that He gave me. Thank you.
Alta said, wonderful voice. Yes. She didn't just say yes. She said yes. Come on through, baby. So listen, when you think about songs that, okay, so you were in high school, getting ready to graduate. Where did you see yourself going? Did you see yourself taking the role of thespian, of a model, of actress? Because the singing was in you. Where did you see
Right.
yourself going?
Well, in school, I was in the choir, of course, like I said, the glee club in school and all that. Um, Modeling really didn't take form until my senior year. Um, I was asked to be a part of a event and as the entertainment, and I was lucky enough to be pulled aside to be a model that particular night because one of the models didn't show, and I was her size, so they asked me if I would fill in, and I did that. And from there, they asked me to join the group, and out of Tarboro, North Carolina. Is it was awesome from there, and that was going into finishing up my high school, my senior year, getting ready to go to Winston-Salem State University, where I was a music major there. So that's how the uh, modeling took form.
Okay.
Acting, that was we'll get into that, but that was another thing. Everything that happened to me as far as my career and where it is now wasn't my plan per se.
Okay.
Okay, it wasn't. Uh, but again, I don't know what the word can't means, or and I listen to what he says, and we know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
So when he say move, I move. How that song say, just like that. So
When when I move, you move just like that. Hey, just like that. So when they asked you to model, was that something that you ever wanted to do?
I don't. I personally don't think so. I mean, my mother always kept me neat and dressed. I always was one that, everything had to be in place, my hair and um, in school I was, I like to dress. My mother kept me looking 100 all the time. And so that was, I guess that was in my blood as well. So, but modeling wasn't on my plate at all, really, until, like I said, that particular year when I was asked to, step in, and then it became a part of me, and then, whew, and it just grew from there. Because like in '85, I started my own modeling group when I was living in DC. So
So that's where Dale Carlos came from.
absolutely, yeah.
So when you went to school, what were you going to school for?
I was a music major.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what were songs that inspired you at that time? What type of music?
Whew. Well, of course, gospel was my inheritance. Um, but I was a jazzy person, as well. I like the Anita Baker type of songs. Um, Gladys Knight, and and my mother used to sing a lot of the Shirley Caesar and those. So I had a mixture. I thank God for my mixture of music that I like. I like the little classical music, a little country too, but
Right.
a lot. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So a little.
Some of them country songs be hitting, right? You'd be like, oh my gosh, like, okay, hold up. Girl, I remember first time I heard Tim McGraw and I still singing about everything. I like it. I
Yeah,
love it. I want some more of it. I try so
see,
hard. But
see,
I'd be like,
see.
oh yes, honey.
Yeah.
I would go see Carrie Underwood actually in I went to go see her in concert not too long ago, and I really enjoyed her. She was, I mean, little thin, so she had just had the baby, and
Mm-hmm.
I was like, and I won the tickets, and I was like, what? I
Okay.
be winning stuff all the time. All I do is win, win, win,
See
no
that? There
matter
you go.
what.
But yeah,
Hey,
so yeah, that was it. The music, it. But I always come back to my roots, which is gospel. It's the heart and soul of me, and it's my heartbeat, and it soothes me in a lot of ways. So
so if I put you on the spot right now, I'm gonna ask the question.
yeah,
Because you're always be y'all so ready. That's what they always taught us in church anyway.
that's what my mama said.
Hi, Doris. Welcome.
Hey,
Um,
cousin.
my question to you is what if you had a song that you said spoke to your faith or speaks to your heart, what would that song be?
Mm, too easy. Eyes on a sparrow. Too
Okay.
easy.
All right, Songbird. Do you mind if I put you on the spot just a little bit?
Just a tad. Yeah.
You mind?
No, it's okay. Why do I feel discouraged? And why do the shadows come? Why do my heart feel so lonely and long for heaven? Lay home. Will I got Jesus for my portion? A constant friend is he. Oh, his eye is on the sparrow, and I know, thank God he watches me. I sing,
Come on here.
I sing because I'm happy. I sing, I sing because I'm free. His eye, his eye is on the sparrow. And I know, thank God he watches over you and me. That's it.
Yes. Come
I
on
know
here.
Mama's singing right now.
Yeah, she talking about sing, baby girl. Sing. We set up because we knew Mom was gonna want to hear a little something, something. So I want to put that. Mama gonna be, because you know your mama's your biggest fan when you're out here and you're doing things that are
Indeed.
positive and you're out here taking leaps of faith. Because what I've heard you say, they asked you to model and you went ahead and did it. What was something else that you did? Did you went from modeling? How did you get to acting?
Another leap of faith. A friend of mine called me one day and said, I have a TV show that I want you to audition for. And I thought it was crazy. Well, I
Did
did.
you really think it was crazy?
I did. I said, I no, wait, really? So anyway, so I finally did. I auditioned for it and I got the part. Okay. So went from there, and then that's how I met Miss Shawnee Hardy, who is online right now, who wrote Provision, which is behind me, and My Three Boys, the two movies that are on Amazon Prime right now. A little shout out for that. I
Yes, come
met her
on,
on
Amazon
the on
Prime.
right. So I met her on set of that particular TV show, and the rest was history. And it went from JoJo Garner's Them Church Mamas to Angelique Productions. Uh, I Too Survived. Wow, I can go on and on. Randy Went, who was also in My Three Boys and Provision. I just did a Star Trek fan production with him.
Ooh, let's talk about the Trekkies. Any Star Trek fans? Talk about that Star Trek right now, because you know we got those Trekkies out here. So tell us how you ended up. How did that come about?
Like I said, Randy Went was in Provision, the movie that I was in, as well as My Three Boys. And he first thing I did with him was a short. It was a stage play called Listen, and then he turned it into a short film called Listen that I was in, and I was played an old lady called Miss Clarice in that, and then from there he called me and asked me if I would be interested in a part in this Star Trek film production. Um, and it was amazing. I played Dean Warmer of the Academy on that, and that
Okay.
can be, you can see that. I'll let you know. I'll put it in the link later on. But so that's how I got started with that, and it just grew from there. I've done several movies since then. I did um, Broken Church. That's a film that'll be coming out later on next year with Eric Roberts. Um, did a film with called Polly Soul with Mike Anderson. That movie is already doing its thing. Um, and I'm proud of these two up here. Was my first
Let's
two
talk
that
about those Provision, because Provision, Shawnee Hardy is. I hope she's still on the line. And I'm shouting out Brandy B. Cherie. What's going on, young lady? Thank you for coming in tonight. Um, Provision. Let's talk about Provision. What was Provision about, and how did you attain that award?
um, like I said, Shawnee and I met previously before that, and she called me after we both had left the TV show and asked me if I would read a script that she had written. It was 128 pages long. And I started reading it at work and I couldn't put it down. I had to take my breaks and finish. I read that before the day was over. And
What
I contacted her back and I said, this is amazing.
what
So
grabbed you? What grabbed you about Provision? What was
because it was basically, God's always um, providing us provision for real things. And it was based off of your Job from the Bible, your modern day Job, and how he had everything and then he lost it all, but God gave it back to him. So it was centered around that, but in your modern
he gave
day,
back with interest? Well, let's make sure that
absolutely
we
triple
gave he
fold.
gave yeah,
Yeah,
everything that was
right.
taken from him was given
Absolutely.
with
Absolutely. So
interest.
that's what brought me, really, really grabbed me about the movie. And it's won several awards for that.
Okay.
And making it was amazing. I'm also production manager on that particular film. Uh, so it was, that's what got me is the Christian base behind the movie and the storyline. It was amazing.
So you said you're a production manager. So that means you were out there helping with the action and
Everything, all that.
moving
In fact,
and
whatever they needed, I was there, from making sure the wardrobe was right to the slating to the boom every now and then to whatever was needed. Whatever Shawnee asked me to do, I was there to get sure.
being on that set. I mean, because it does your creative juices begin to flow.
Right.
When you're out there on that set, when you're actually in the midst and you see back behind and how they actually get things to come together.
Absolutely.
When you're producing such a grand event. I've been fortunate enough to work with Tamika Sosassi Allen with I Inspire Productions as well. Okay. Was in a short film that she did last year. And when we worked together with JoJo, production managers are in charge. Look at Tish. Hey Tish, how you doing, baby? Hope you're feeling well. Thanks for coming in. That was the caveat for you to.
Huh?
I said that was the caveat. You doing the production manager was the caveat to you moving forward and doing your own directing. Tell us about that.
Again, nothing that I really looked to do. I got cast for a TV show called Cycles out of Columbia, South Carolina. Writer producer Marion Myers out of Columbia, and the 5th episode of that, she asked me if I would step in as as the director, and I'm thinking it's for a short period of time, and from there, we talked about it, and she had a book called Cycles, and we decided to turn it into a feature film. And I was given the opportunity to rename it to Life Cycles. So now I'm actually directing a full feature film that we're in production right now. That's exciting. It's challenging, and I the challenge is real, and I'm excited about it. But so that's how the directing came again.
So
to me.
So you saw yourself more so singing.
In the beginning.
Or what was your plan? What was your plan? Because in the beginning we think about, especially when we're coming out of high school, and I want the people to see how these cycles have happened in your life.
Absolutely.
And how these things have dictated the roles that you have taken. And what was so interesting in our conversation is that none of this was planned.
Nope.
None of it was planned.
No.
None of it was something that you could actually see. But when the opportunity presented itself, what did you do?
I took a hold of it and tried to do the best I possibly could with it.
Absolutely. That's what we call a leap of faith.
Yeah, there you go. Hey.
When somebody asks you, and you say, well, okay, I'll
try it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That okay?
That's it.
You be like, what? I mean, how can you be like, in the back of your mind, you be like, whew. And then you be like, okay.
Okay. Yeah, pretty much. That's how it went.
Because he was already equipped. He had already equipped you. He had already equipped you. And there were gifts inside of you that had not yet been made manifest. Mm-hmm. And now here you are, not only singing, but you have your own model company. You've been, oh my gosh. And then the awards. Oh my gosh. Oh, the awards. Let's talk about the second one that's over on the right. Before we go
My
to
Three Boys.
We had Provision and the one on this side.
My Three Boys.
My Three Boys. I remember seeing the trailer for that one. Let's talk about My Three Boys.
Wow. Well, My Three Boys, again, written by Shawnee Hardy. Yay.
Come on, Shawnee.
Hey.
Hey, Shawnee.
It actually came from inspired by a real life. Um, Shawnee can tell you more about that story at another date, but it was inspired by her cousin who had cancer and had kids, and she started writing My Three Boys, centered around that. During the course of us filming the movie, her cousin did pass away,
Mm.
and so filming that movie um,
Mm.
was very emotional.
Yeah, I can
Um,
imagine.
very, when I say very, very emotional. The young lady that played the my sister who had cancer, and who later on, we
Mm.
have to go and look at the movie to find out what happens. If you haven't seen it yet, but the one that played my sister, um, she's very uh, spiritually connected as well. So we prayed every time we have filming. But her and I had our own special go in the other room and sit down and have a throwdown, really talk to God meeting before we get started. And crying was going on. And it was, at one point we actually started filming at one point, and I'm in the other room talking to her over the phone during the film. And she said, "We got to stop for a minute. Harriet, could you come here?" So we actually prayed in the middle of the filming and stopped and had to go back and start again. So it was just that type of movie. And very touching and inspiring. So,
Homage. It was an homage to the life of people that are dealing, because we're just coming off of breast cancer awareness. I'm not sure what type of cancer it is. There are so many different types of cancers.
right.
And when you have, and I didn't mean to cut you off, I hear a homage out of that, and it was a purpose in letting her three boys. I don't know. I'm not going to tell the story, but there was a story. Can you tell people how to get it, how they can watch those movies, the productions that they're still on Amazon Prime?
Absolutely.
Is that correct?
Yes, both the movies, Provision and My Three Boys, are on Amazon Prime right now. If you have Amazon Prime, you can go and look at them for free. And please, by all means, once you look at them, at the bottom of the movie, you can go in and send us a review on what
Please
you
do
thought
that.
of the film. Could you do that for us? That we greatly appreciate that. But Amazon Prime, both those movies are on. And what the great thing about that too, that not only was the movie incredible, but our families was involved. My mother was in the movie, and
Oh wow! Go ahead, Miss Dolores.
yes,
Come on,
yes,
Miss
and
Dolores.
my real sons were in the movie as well. So it was just a double treat for me. So
So
yeah,
you had your sons, your family, and it was a movie with purpose to pay homage to someone that was dealing and going through,
right,
and there's going to be a legacy that's left there for her family to go back and
absolutely,
watch and see
absolutely,
that she'll never be forgotten. I think that is absolutely awesome, absolutely
absolutely.
awesome. And yes, and you also had now, were these the two that you got the awards for? Because there was one that you had a couple of.
I got Best Actress for My Three Boys, and uh, one in Asheville Film Festival, and um, third runner up for Best Actress in I believe it was Philadelphia. I think it was in the Brunson Film Festival. Shawnee and I was it Provision won third place in the Kingdomwood Film Festival in Atlanta, Georgia. Um, there's so many awards on. I mean, you just have to go to the Astrati Film Production page and look at all the accolades and different things, because I, I know I'm going to forget something. And we've had our actors got Best Actor in one of them
Okay.
as well. So it's the movies are what I love about them. They're movies with purpose and meaning.
So
And
they leave you with a message
right, absolutely,
to reevaluate and to look at and
right.
to hopefully inspire.
That word,
Um,
absolutely.
yes, Kingdom Wood. Kingdom Word. Is she saying Kingdom Word or Kingdom Wood? Peggy
Kingdom
starts.
Wood.
Okay, what's
Kingdom
Kingdom
Wood.
Wood?
It's a film festival in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Right, that's
My
okay.
bad. Peggy. All right. Come on,
Peggy, matter of fact, that's how I met Peggy she was working with the festival. That's how we met in 2017.
Okay.
And the story behind that is Peggy and I have been like the best of friends ever since then, but we've only seen each other at one time.
Are you see?
I promise you, we talk on at least 2-3 times a week. Encouraging. She's my biggest supporter in Atlanta. But we met her, her and Shawnee connected right away at the festival, and she's been one of our number one supporters ever since. So shout out to Peggy, my girl from Georgia.
It's amazing how these connections come and you meet people. Because again, I didn't hear that you plan to do any of this.
Nope.
Time and there's a scripture that says time and circumstance happens to us all. And we never know what our time and our circumstances will be. There is also a scripture that says that God reigns upon the just as well as the unjust. Okay. And so it's all for us to receive and to take in. And even when we have those situations that are very heavy on our heart, there is a way of escape. And I want to celebrate Shawnee for putting it on the big screen.
Absolutely.
That there is a word that can be expressed in a manner that doesn't necessarily have to come behind the pulpit, but it can come in a message form that comes from God that people can actually receive and enjoy, sometimes in the luxury of their own home if they go to Amazon Prime. Come on.
There you go.
Did you see how that plug up in that junk?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I got you. I hear you. Let me see what she said. Kingdom connection love. Let's keep it going. Let's connect. That's what I want us to do. Continue to keep that going. City to city, state to state,
Absolutely.
Country to country, because we international, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Shouting out Peggy, shouting out Shawnee, excuse me, and Harriet. They're talking about how amazing you guys are. I want to talk real quick about your modeling, the Del Carlos Productions. Now, it looks like you're getting ready to relaunch that. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Let's talk about that, because how did you go from, I'm going to college to sing, because we had a little conversation earlier.
Right.
I'm going to college and I'm going to sing. Oh, somebody asked me to step in to be a model, to opening up your own modeling troupe.
Well, after I went to Winston-Salem State, I decided that yes, I was a Ram for a little while, and then I decided, okay, maybe college isn't for me at this time. So I left and I moved up north. Went to New York for a little while, and then I moved back to the DC area where I was introduced to some good people, and I became part of a fashion show called Vegas Model of the Year fashion show in Washington. So I did a little modeling a little bit there.
Let me stop you right there. I want to say something that's real. Where do you come from? Where were you born and raised?
I was born and raised in Whitakers, North Carolina, which is a small town. Whitakers, North Carolina, right outside of Rocky Mount, North Carolina.
Okay, not Whiskers, but Whitakers, right?
Not Whiskers, Whitakers, right. So
listen, I know a lot of people have not heard of Whitakers, North Carolina.
Absolutely.
And somebody just put provision on their watch list on the Amazon channel. Come on, Shawnee. Come on, Tish. I appreciate you. Come on. I need some more people to do that. She said, oh, man, I'm tearing up right now.
I wish I could read all that right now. Go, Shawnee.
Shawnee said, I'm tearing up right now. Stepping out in faith isn't easy. but you need to in order to step into your purpose. Come on, we get ready to get there, baby.
Absolutely.
Rock on, queens. Remember, greatness is in you. Everything you need is already inside of you. Proud of you, Harriet. No, we're proud of you, and I can't wait to have you on the show because I
Mm.
want you to talk to people about your experience of stepping out in faith. But this is what I wanted. This is why I wanted to stop you. I needed to jump in real quick because you came from Whitaker's, North Carolina. What is the Whitaker's known for?
Huh?
What is the Whitaker's known for?
Awesome people like myself.
Come on. Oh, yeah.
What? Um,
That's
yeah,
why she my friend.
basically, yeah, known for that. I was born, like I said, in Whitaker, North Carolina, but when they say the village family, it takes a village.
It takes a village. It takes a
I
village.
ca- the people around me in my neighborhood, in my area, in Whitaker's was like family. We were connected from my elementary school to the cafeteria, people in the cafeteria that live right down the street from me. If you get out of place, they call your mama or they get you. It's that
Oh,
type of
honey,
thing.
I remember.
And
So
we
it's a
went to the same churches. Right, right. We sung
small
the same.
town.
Right.
Okay. So not
So
big city life, right?
no. So
Now,
I love it because family was family for real, and we knew even when we didn't have two pennies to rub together that we loved each other, and that love brought us through a lot, and it made us, and it made us into the people that we become today. So that's what, to me, what Whitaker's mean to me. What it means to someone else might be something else, but to me, is known for that, making the people like myself and um, that step out there and believe that even a little old person from a little small town called Whitaker's can do and be whatever they want to be if they allow God to step in and take control. So yeah, if that answers your question.
okay, so check this out. Random jumped in and said, "Watch out for that mean old banker and my three boys," because I've
Yeah,
had people.
that's him.
I got people already going to Amazon and downloading Provision and My Three Boys. They found them so they can watch them. And please don't forget to do your reviews. But this is what I wanted to make sure that I elaborated on. You came from a small town where it was very close knit and it was more family oriented. Am I correct?
Right.
But I've heard you say that you were in a Vegas. You did a Vegas modeling troupe. What was that?
It was, well, the name of the fashion show was Vegas Model of the Year. It was actually just a company that was the name of it. It wasn't like I went to Vegas or anything like that, but the
Okay, but
that's
you
what the
did go to
competition was, and it
DC.
was actually in Washington D.C., which made, doing that particular competition, met some awesome people as well. I think I met Mayor Barry at the time, that was the mayor of D.C., who was actually at that event, and we hung out and supported. But um, it was amazing. So after that, I'm like, okay, I think I'm gonna start my own group.
Right. But you had
So
already been.
that's where
So
Del Colors. Huh?
this little girl from Whitaker's went from Whitaker's. She went to college. Realized that it wasn't really for you at the time, and that is okay
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
our makeup is different and our educational experiences are different. I
Right.
did evening degree at High Point University. I did not finish because I chose to be a mother.
Right.
Um, uh, but I want to see you went from Whitaker's. You went to New York City. You
Right.
weren't afraid to go to. Let's talk about. You went to New York City from Whitaker's, North Carolina, a
I
small
did.
town that was surrounded by family.
Right.
What did it feel like being in a big city?
Again, it was amazing. I wasn't afraid. My mother would tell you, I don't know. I guess I got all my courage from, I don't know. She could tell you all that, but I left um, North Carolina, and I moved to, I actually followed my cousin and them to New York. And we stayed with a friend of mine's auntie in New York City. I lived in Brooklyn, and I worked in Manhattan. So I would catch the train from Brooklyn every day to downtown Manhattan and Broadway to work, and get off at 7 o'clock at night and do the same thing every day. Um, Loved it.
So check this out.
Yeah.
Miss Shirley said, Miss Bettina B, A. She may have come from a small town, but what's inside of her is huge. Okay. 2 snaps, and I like that. Okay. But check this out. What you said to me when I heard you talking, you said you had left that small town and you and your cousin and followed your cousins to New York. Sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know.
That right there.
It's not what you have, it's who you know. That
Absolutely.
networking and that partnership.
Absolutely.
And when you got there, you were able to learn how that lifestyle was
Mhm.
and catching public transportation, catching
Yeah.
them trains to go different places. I mean, I tell you what, fearless, Miss Dolores, fear and less. Okay, that's your daughter. You raised her. Let me come on,
Oh,
snap, snap, and
thank you, Mama.
snap. All right. Didn't mean to cut you off, but I wanted to make sure that that popped out when you were
That's
saying that.
okay.
It's you went and you had someone that was willing to work with you. Okay,
Yeah.
that team, that positive team that you could network with. That's something powerful, ma'am.
Yeah.
Go ahead, and then you got to DC. You stayed in New
Yeah.
York,
I
and
just
then
I
you
got
went.
to DC and I did the fashion show, and then I started my own group called Del Carlos Productions. And okay, the way that a lot of people ask me, where did Del Carlos come from? Okay. Um, Del is my mother's name is Dolores.
Oh,
So you got the DEL from that, right? Plus, a lot of people don't know that my middle name is Dolores as well.
get out of here!
Named after my mom. You didn't know that, did you, right?
No, I didn't. Oh,
So Carlos is my brother's name.
okay.
So Del Carlos production is how that came about.
That's beautiful and sentimental. 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 Your mama says you were praying for you all the time. You was moving around like that. I
She
can
was.
imagine. I can only imagine as a mother now. I'm like, oh, my baby all over here now. Lord, cover him, keep him, Jesus. Don't let nothing happen to my baby. Bring him back home safely. I don't know why she got to get out there, but Lord, I want to
Uh,
send her out there so she can go ahead and live in her purpose. But Lord, bring my baby home safely. Am I right, Miss Dolores?
that was the prayer for real every day.
I believe it. I believe it. So let's talk about this relaunch of Del Carlos production because next year you will be retiring. You don't look 65.
No, not.
Talk about that. How did you plan for? Did you plan for early retirement?
No, it's actually I have the years and I will have the age to actually retire. Uh, Social Security is another thing. I'll have almost
Come
28
on
years.
here. We say that one more time.
Social Security is another thing. I will have almost 28 years in, and I will be 60 years old next year.
Get out of here.
So yeah, I've
Is she
put the,
walking runways? Come on
you
here.
know,
And she making movies. And
God is
her ladder
good.
will be greater than her former years. Did I said it?
You
And
said that.
her ladder will
Yeah,
be greater than her former years.
that's what he said.
Child, who would have ever thought she was 60?
Ooh, girl, thank God for Mama and them jeans.
Won't he do it? Said he
Yes,
would.
he will. Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, yeah.
So what is the plan for your relaunch of Del Carlos Productions, this
Well,
modeling?
it's actually been in the works for quite some time. Started right before COVID hit. I had planned to do a a little kids workshop
Mm-hmm.
with Dale College Production. Matter of fact, I had flyers out and everything.
Okay.
And then of course COVID hit, so you know, had to put the brakes on that. But the way I'm planning on doing it is not to give too much away, right now. I plan on being mobile with
Okay.
it. Um, if you have in whatever city you have, and if you want me to come in and have a workshop and teaching modeling to your kids or adults even, um, we can talk about it. We'll come to an agreement. You get the venue, and I'll come to you. Um, and to me, modeling to me is and is always has been not just modeling. It's been a self-esteem type of thing for me
Oh,
because
come on.
when when you look good and you carry yourself well, and it's just something about how
You're
you feel
zhuzhing up.
inside. It's how
Mm-hmm.
you feel inside and how you feel about you. I've seen so many um, young ladies grow up. Like I said, I've been modeling and doing this for a time. So now I see little girls that I've modeled that been in my workshop back when they were like 6 and 7, 8 years old, now grown with kids, and they'll call me and say, "Miss Harriet, I thank you," and I'm like, okay, but what did I do? No, no, no. You don't really understand the impacts you had on me, and that's what makes me feel good, knowing that I'm giving something back to them, because it doesn't matter your size or your weight or whatever, right? It's how you feel about yourself. So that's what I look at the modeling. It's not just getting out there and you saying you got to be the skinny one, you got to be this and that. That is how you feel about you.
Absolutely. And help me remember the young lady, the African lady that you were modeling with, that you were on the cover of the magazine. You did the fundraiser.
Um, uh, was that Sierra Como?
Sieta. Sieta.
Yeah,
That was, now you came, that was it third or fourth place there?
at the Fashion Global
Fashion
in
Global.
Florida.
Fashion Global in
I
Florida.
was I came fifth runner up in my
Okay.
division, and I
Okay.
brought a crown back to Fayetteville
Very good. Very good.
for
Now
that.
on your,
It was the experience itself was amazing. There were over 100 models from all over the world there, and again, never did any type of competition like that before. Decided to step out on faith. They had a competition, a photo competition prior to the event itself, where um, you had the opportunity to um, earn your flights, your hotel, and all that for free. So I thank all the people that supported me with that. I not only got to my hotel and everything for free, I had a little extra money to put in my pocket to take care of some of my expenses. So I thank you guys for that.
oh,
And the like I said, the opportunity was amazing. I met some amazing models, and still are friends of mine now that still contact me via phone or Facebook or what have you. But yeah, uh, I, I I I I don't know if I'll do that particular thing again. There's more coming.
that's
Who
not, but what I
knows?
want, how long ago was it? That was 2 years ago.
That
Am I
was
correct?
that was actually last year.
Oh, I'm sorry. So I want people
That
to
was
understand.
November. That was November of last year. So this week right here is like the week that I was getting ready to. I was down in Florida.
And I
So it's
want
a
people to,
year. The anniversary is this week.
1 year, and next year you'll be how old?
60.
Did you hear what she? So listen, I want you to come close, people. Come close. I want you to hear me. Come close now, listeners. You are never too old.
Never,
You are never too old. I want
never.
you to know that. She is modeling, at, getting ready to retire at 60. She has her own production company. It's not when you start, it's starting and doing. The reason why Faith Talks came into, for come on, that's right. It's in my heart. This it makes me feel so good to see people achieve and do their goals. I like to share that. That's what I like
Definitely.
to share. I like to share good things that happen. And sometimes I have to talk about things that aren't so good, things that can be not so great and
Mhm.
confrontational sometimes, but I don't want to address it in a confrontational way, but in a way
Absolutely.
that we can have conversation so that we can grow and we can learn from one another. It is so important that we start somewhere, because we don't know where God is going to go. We're thinking, and it's scary. I can honestly say it
Mhm.
can be scary, but once you, it's gonna, and it might not ever stop getting scary. I've been
Mhm.
singing for a long time, and people that know that I do sing, I still get the jitterbug sometimes when I get ready to get out on stage. I still have situations where it's like, whew, oh my goodness, because I want it to be a blessing. What I
Mhm.
need to do to look this good when I get 60. Go on, girl. I'm gonna get back in the gym.
You
Yeah,
looking good, baby.
this
Shawnee,
chick,
you looking good.
She walks all the time. I mean, all the time. I mean, I see her in the squat. She did that squat challenge. Remember the squat challenge that you did? How many squats were that?
150.
50 squats. My
150.
150.
Right.
Ooh wee. Look, tell the people how to get in contact with you while I go get this charger for my for my laptop real quick. Tell
Okay.
them how to get in contact with you
Well,
concerning Del Carlos and the vision that you have going forward for Del
okay.
Carlos.
Actually, a lot of people don't know. I don't know if they've seen it on my Facebook page, but I do have a website, um, Burnette .com, my website, and you can reach me on Facebook with Harriet Burnette, and also on Instagram is H Burnette 50 on Instagram. So those are some of the ways that you can reach me. I do have a Twitter account. I think it's HB for real, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that, but I will check into that and I'll get back with you on that. But those are the ways that you can reach me. Like I said, on Facebook is my name, and H Burnett 50 on Instagram. Okay, and of course you can see me every morning walking. If you want to join me, you can. So, and don't
And
forget to go to Amazon Prime and look at those movies too.
okay.
And you can go to YouTube and see "Listen" by Randy, who is on the line as we speak.
Hey Randy, gotta look forward to inbox me so we can set up a time for you can talk about your music and what you have coming on. I like the men, the women's, and everybody and anybody. You know, I like my silver foxes to come on and come talk to us as well. The silver foxes are I actually they flavorful saints
Mhm.
to come on and talk and enjoy and just express themselves because there's a word of wisdom. Today is Veterans Day. And
Yes, happy Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day to
yes,
everybody.
yes,
And my
yes.
son is now in the military, so happy Veterans Day to him.
Yes.
And, and all of the veterans, all my friends and cousins, my uncle, happy Veterans Day to you.
That's one of the most unselfish things that anyone can do and be, and that's a military person because they put their lives on the line, they put
Yeah,
their health on the line, they put it
absolutely.
all on the line for somebody that may not like them, for someone that may not love them, that care
Mhm.
about them, or think too much of them. They do it all for us. And right now, I want to make sure that I send my love and my gratitude out to every veteran out there. You mean so
Absolutely.
much.
Yeah.
I thank you for the sacrifice that you made with your for your families. I thank you for the sacrifice of your family, for them having to give you up just to protect us, to make sure that the world is a safer place, whether you wanted to or whether you didn't want to, or whether it was something that you've always wanted to do. If you came back and you're
Absolutely.
dealing with a situation now that was not uh, is not favorable, I want to speak life over you. I pray healing over you and your family, mind, body, spirit, and soul. I
Yeah.
pray restoration comes to you. I pray regulations can come your way that will help you to engage and re-engage in life so
Yes.
that you don't have to suffer so much. I pray that there are things that were put in place, not just medications given to you, that will help you so that you may be able to live a life that is more fulfilling, because what you have done and what you do um, is very heartfelt to me. I appreciate you and I thank you. And I want to make sure that I shout out every last veteran,
Yeah.
every last family that has lost a veteran within the years, and that they still suffer hurt or trauma or tragedies or are going through some different things right now. Today, I salute you and I thank you. Now, I don't know if I did that right.
I went in the military. I don't know.
I don't either, but it's a right
This is the
thing.
why. So
I forget. So listen, before we get off, let's talk about those cycles. You got another movie coming out,
that's yeah.
right? Life
Couple.
cycles.
There's a couple.
Couple.
Life Cycle is the one I'm directing, but there's
No,
another
thank
movie.
you, Ronald. I'm sorry. I know you can't see these. You can't see these comments, but I
Right,
just
I can't.
you can't see the comments just because of your streaming device. But there's somebody that's I think Ronald may or his family may have been in the military.
Ronald is.
Love and blessings.
Yes. Ronald King,
Ronald King.
my friend. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Ronald, for coming up. God bless you and happy Veterans Day to you. He's retired, but yes.
What were you going to say about cycles and life cycles? Life
No,
cycles you're directing?
I was saying, yes, Cycles is still in, we're still in production for that. Matter of fact, we film again next weekend. But there's two other movies that I've finished that are in the editing stages. One called 17 Days, which is about domestic violence, and the other one, Broken Church, the one that I've done with Eric Roberts, Nick Lewis, several other awesome people that's involved in that movie. Those movies will be out, I'm sure, in 2022. So still busy, still busy. Got a play coming out. Play will be on December 18th in Garner, North Carolina, called Unexpected Christmas. That will be in Garner, North Carolina, the 18th of December.
Okay, we're looking forward to that in Garner, North Carolina. And
Yeah.
usually I'm better about putting my stuff up, but trying to get all these
So-
things in here. Let's talk about what you have on your desk spread out. Oh, now listen, this is. Yes, okay. So it's a couple of things. Are you going to do the one that so she's in books and she's on magazines. Let's start with the magazines. Let's show you magazines
Okay.
real quick,
Okay.
and then we're gonna come back.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, one of the magazines is called Boss Mode.
Take it closer. Right there is perfect. Yeah.
Boss Mode. Okay. And I'm featured inside here. This is me.
Come on here, ma'am. Yeah.
And the young lady by the name of Jane Johnson out of Charlotte area. Thank you for the article in that. Also, same magazine, different photo. Different month. That was the January issue you saw. This is the April issue, and this one was actually put in there. Jane Johnson is also writer and producer of this movie that we had to put on halt because of COVID, called Hood Got Talent.
Okay,
and I'm also in that movie, and it will be starting up again in production. Another book called True Self. Okay, and the CEO, the editor in chief rather, is Marion Cinevert, and it's basically about sex has no size, sexy has no size.
I was gonna say sex ain't either though, but yeah, I was like, sex ain't got no size. All right, but sexy has no size.
That as well. I love you to see that.
Yes.
So, but the one. Let me tell you a little bit about this one. My good friend Delzora Wall, better known as AKA Miss Worth It. She has she's very, very, oh my God, very godly. Anyway, she has every Wednesday she has a live that she does, but she comes on at any time. But on Wednesday she goes on and she talks about different topics. She goes from the Bible, which is very touching. But anyway, she decided to this is one of the books that she did, and it's animated, and it's for kids, and it's called Look Up.
Take it up, take it higher, go over here. Yes, right there.
Look up. And it's animated, and what it is, it's about 10 ladies involved in this that she knows personally that are doing the movers and shakers in out here, and she's wanted to let the young people know that not only do you have role models that are on TV that's out there doing something, you can't even reach out and touch. You have people right in your neighborhood that you can call and talk to, and you can mimic or they can, and they're good role models for you. And I'm actually in the book, guys. I'm in the book.
Yes. Look up. Yay.
And it's also on Amazon. Not Amazon Prime, but the book is on Amazon. You can go and order it, and as well as any of those magazines. If you want to know how to get those, let me know. And
We
you
do.
still can
Can
go
you
in.
please? I got Ian Lawrence asking. They're asking how to get a copy of those books.
Who was that?
Ann Lawrence.
Okay.
So how can they get a copy of that book? And again, the book is it was when I ordered it, I meant to pull it out because I did order it when it came out. And it said, can we give them a pose of looking up on the count of 3, 5? No, 3 on the count of 5. I'm gonna go down to 1, 5, 4.
Give you what?
We're gonna look up. And we're gonna go from 3. Everybody, I don't care where you at home, where you are. I want you to look up. We're gonna do a pose of looking up.
Okay, got you. I got you.
Okay,
let's go.
I'm gonna count it down. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Bam.
Hey! Did you see the model? Wait a minute. I'm not a model, but that helped hit it. Yes, do it again.
You silly girl. You silly. I love that side pose. Yeah.
Look at her. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Come on now. I hope everybody looked up. And I want you to look around. And guess what? When you look up, it may be somebody right in your household that is pouring out some wonderful things. And we maybe just need to acknowledge that, hey, all my life, you have shown me and taught me to do some wonderful things. And I look up to you. Or look at that mother that has always taken care of those kids or drive the bus. Look right in your neighborhood, in your church, y'all. Not just the preacher, because the preacher, he has to cover the body, but there are people inside the 4 walls of the church that work and serve. Somebody say serve.
Serve for real.
That word. Type serve in the chat real quick. This serve. But those people that serve are the people that we need to acknowledge and just give them a little edible, because sometimes it gets a little tiring. Sometimes it gets a little frustrating, but they do it because they love you. I see it coming in the chat. Come on, serve. Somebody keep saying serve. Serve.
Yes, I see y'all. Come on in.
Yeah, it's coming in.
See you. Yes.
Servant leadership. I mean,
absolutely.
You're always the one that wants somebody to bring you a cup or bring you this or do that. You might want to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Because it's about servant leadership. Somebody, I see it coming in the chat some more. Serve. Somebody say serve. Look in your neighborhood. Look around you. And there are people that you could say, there are people that I admire. I remember Kevin Gibson playing in our, he was a musician at our church. And I used to admire the way he directed. And I told him, I wanted to tell you while you were alive how much I admire you. Like the Nixons when they came on for Music, Love, and Ministry, because they're right in my neighborhood and I get to see them. Harriet Burnette. Come on here. Harriet, the occasion for tonight. Yes, and he came to serve and save that which was lost. The occasion for tonight. She's someone that is in your community that came from a small town called Whitakers, North Carolina. And she went out to the big city and she exposed herself to some things that she had not been accustomed to. She learned how to do public transportation. She learned how to walk a one-way. She learned how to open up her own business. She learned how to mentor, because we didn't really get a chance to tap in on the people that she's been able to mentor throughout her life. Then she took it from the runway until the screen and onto plays and on the stage. And now she's on the TV screen and she's making movies and she's making moves, and she's going to come back into her community and retire and pour back in with her own business. Absolutely. These are leaps of faith. She didn't plan for it, okay? But it was her purpose. And once she found her purpose, she began to walk in it. And it keeps opening up doors and getting greater and grander. And today, I like to celebrate my friend, Harriet Burnette. Come on, y'all. Give me some snaps in the chat. Yes. Some likes or something.
Love you, girl.
Yes, I love you. I want to thank you for coming and hanging out with me tonight. Somebody said, wait a minute, they cutting up. Harriet, your 95-year-old cousin, Lucille is oh, Miss Lucille, God bless you. Thank you for coming in, Miss
Who's that?
Lucille. Miss Lucille
Oh,
Hayner.
my auntie.
Yeah, she said, Harriet, your 95-year-old cousin, Lucille, is so proud of you. Lucille
That's
Hayner.
my auntie.
Oh, and then we got God playing for, yes, Miss Peggy.
Oh,
Tish, thanks for coming. And Richard, see, Richard Nixon. I was just talking about, I didn't even know he was on the live, but I want to, him and his wife been together about 50 years.
wow. Wow.
And I like to celebrate people and give them their flowers while they're yet here. Take out time. That look up. I posted something when I was in Chicago saying, look up, because you just don't ever know, because that's where your help comes from.
Absolutely.
But I want you to look up around, and while you're on those phones, get out the phone and look up and see who's serving.
Mm-hmm.
See what needs to be done.
Right.
Go back and think about some of the people that have inspired you throughout the years, and tell them thank you. Let them know that you've seen them, that you acknowledge what they're doing. Let them know that you are trying to see what's going on. I mean, that you're just let them know that you see them, because people need to be acknowledged. People need to be acknowledged.
I wish I could see all those things y'all saying, but I love you
go
guys.
Back in. When you go back in, I want you to know, when you go back in and you look at the live tonight, you can go back in and you can respond, because you're there. It's a lot of love being shown.
Wow. Y'all gonna have me crying. I already know you're gonna have me crying. I always
it's a lot of love that's shown on tonight. And in that same manner that we're showing love, let's remember to show love to others.
Absolutely.
And let's start with family first.
Absolutely.
Let's start at home, because charity starts at home, and then it goes abroad.
Indeed.
Okay. Look. Indeed. Anything else that you want to? Yes, recognition is the key. Yeah, we do. Sometimes we tend to forget that there are people out here that have been out here on this battlefield for a long time, opening doors and making waves, like Harriet Burnette. Because there's somebody in Whitaker, North Carolina.
Yep.
That may think that they will never, ever get out. But because you took your first leap of faith, they know that they can too. Okay?
Look up.
Yes, look up, y'all. The clock on the wall says that's about all, y'all. Come on, rock with it.
Thank you guys for coming. Love you all.
I love you guys too. And I will do it for you one more time. Hey, personality, charm, pizzazz. Living my dreams, you never know what's next. The kind of friend your mama said you need. It's your homegirl, Beat Tina B. It's Beat Tina B. Beat Tina B. It's your homegirl, Beat Tina B. Hey, with none other than Harriet Burnette, CEO of Del Carlos Productions. Look her up on Facebook. And I want to thank you. Please don't forget to go back, like the show, share the broadcast, and come back again. Every Thursday night, it's Faith Talks. And if you want to be featured on this show, hit me up in my messenger. I love you, and ain't nothing that you can do about it. Love you, Harriet.
Love you too, baby. Thank you.
Good night, guys.
Bye-bye.
Yes, look to them. I want to make sure I get these comments in, because y'all mean a lot. You mean the world. Night, y'all.